everyone, to this week, Sunday. Wonderful game. I hope you all doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Doing pretty good. Episode 10. Let's go.
Too sober at the moment, but I'll
We're
fix
not
that.
going to get started on my situation.
She
Level
hasn't had
four.
any
Has
Has it
power.
really been 2.5 months?
Yeah,
Wow.
Holy shit.
the
Yeah.
fucking time flies.
A couple of years gonna go by fast. I'm telling you what.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, last Sunday, our wonderful adventurers took a deep dive into the temple as they were trying to basically figure out or trying to find this gem or a chain and an altar. Magpie investigated or trying to figure out who were the two people, which they found. She found some footsteps, but they decided, well, the footsteps actually just kind of disappeared. The rest of the party went down this hallway, and Minerva, who is a cleric of the Twin Moon Goddesses, her main goddess is Selene, who is the full moon or the light side of the moon. As they continued on through this temple, they entered a room and darkness took over, where they couldn't see what was happening as the floor underneath them opened up. As they basically almost slip sliding down this this place. Victor was trying to help cast Featherfall, which it helped a little bit, but for some reason it wasn't to its full potential or its full magic. They did land softly, but two companions ended up being in a hole. And above was some kind of glass. The two people that were in there was Voron and Euphemia. As people were trying to figure out how to get them out of there, these holes appeared and water began to pour. As everybody went down different hallways to look for anything like a switch to help turn off, one hallway was completely caved in, the other had a door towards the end. Minerva stepped up, trying to see what she can figure out or find, and she did a prayer. Upon the doors, it revealed the twin moon goddesses and a water elemental. The water elemental seemed to bow to the twin goddesses, and the goddesses were speaking or trying to say something. A moment's time, the two people, the water began to rise. It seemed that all hope was lost. Once again, Minerva did a prayer, and she saw something beyond. But it seemed it was too late. The two companions, Warren and Euphemia, began to drown until they heard a voice breathe. And they did. The eyes glowed blue, and they saw a water elemental. As they finally escaped from the hole, they ended up going down the hallway into another area. The story unfolds with the two moon goddesses as Celeste can read the celestial writings upon the wall. She helped guide Minerva because this was a trial. And at the end, they end up beating the trial. The door opened and revealed the first high priestess of the twin moon goddesses. In this part, Minerva took the mace, and now is on the path of High Priestesshood. So, all of you are in this area, in this room. You see the altar in front, and the rune is glowing slightly. In this room, you hear clapping. And a person emerges. Can't hear you, Magpie.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Right,
What were you
that's
gonna say?
weird. Oh, okay. I was saying that Magpie was going to look around to see where the noise was coming from.
In front of you, you see a woman emerge. My. Thank you for finding the orb. I could take that now.
Minerva has the gem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does.
Who's the lady that's speaking?
You see a woman. She is wearing a long black dress. Occasionally, you see the dress almost kind of shifts to little different colors from black to like a dark blue, a dark purple, a dark red, a dark green. She's hooded, but you do see black hair. You can't see her eyes.
Would we recognize her?
Give me a history check. No, you don't recognize her.
Euphemia kind of pipes up and says, "Who are you?"
Well, I am the elemental queen.
She kind of scowls. That's not possible.
Can I roll insight as well? She says
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, go ahead. Just telling the truth.
That's not possible.
What do you mean it's not possible?
Elemental Queen's been gone for a long time.
And so I have arrived again.
So why are you here? That isn't. Are you here? You said you wanted to take something from us.
No, you found it. That gem. She points to Minerva. At this point, Roar next to you, Celeste, you can hear her heavy breathing.
Are you all right?
This it's not right. This can't be.
Why
What's it,
not?
my dear? What'd you say? I, um, nothing. You see Celeste kind of backs up. No. My dear, you look familiar. You see the woman sweep her hand forward, and you all see Celeste beginning to be picked up from the ground by the neck.
Oh no! You immediately put her down.
Oh, no. Not talking to you.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm a scorching ray at her. Victor
As
will like take his hands, he'll wave it in the air. Flames will wrap around his arms, and he'll start casting Scorching Ray.
at that moment, you begin to see almost like a water like arm extension from the woman as you see the hand around Celeste's neck. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I can snap it. I'm just
Put
talking
it
right
down.
now. Hand me the orb. And my
Put
dear,
her
you look
down
so
first.
familiar.
Put her down first.
Hand me the orb.
This is how you normally
You're
talk to
first.
people.
And Celeste begins to choke. The longer I do this, the longer she's going to go.
Minerva just looks at the others, kind of like, or just, a look of urgency on her face. Kind of like unsure of what to do.
Like Victor is still
Euphemia.
holding the Scorching Ray. He's kind of looking at the group like, "Am I going to cast this or not?"
Euphemia is looking at Minerva and shaking her head no.
We can't just simply give her the orb. We don't even know who she is.
No, we're not going to.
But Celeste, she might kill her.
What's she going to do with the orb? What do you want it for? And who are you really?
I am the Elemental Queen.
All this
Nonsense.
is While this is going on, can Magpie look around to see if there's anything that they could do to like break her concentration or like disrupt the magic that is choking Celeste?
Give me a perception check.
Not a problem if I can work my tablet. Where is
Okay. As you look around, just as a panic, you notice that the water connection from the woman to Celeste, you kind of see a faint green in it. That's all you can see. You don't see anything else, so you can break it. But you definitely see that this woman is very serious. But she keeps looking at Celeste. I remember you. You should come with me. I bet your parents be overjoyed to see you again. Celeste is trying to remove the water from her neck, and she is definitely going from how, like a purple to a pale. Oh, you don't need this. And she, with her other hand, she moves it, her hand, and she grabs Celeste's bag and she tosses it across, which is the egg. You see the egg or the sack flying across the room. As it looks like it's going to make an impact into the wall, it floats and stops. It stops back here. And it lands on the ground. At this point, she's moving Celeste towards her.
What if we destroy the orb? You better
and
put her down immediately.
would Magpie be able to try to intercept the beam of water to see if that will help disrupt it at all? Like putting her in front of Celestine?
You need to move there. Or you could try.
Now,
I would like to try at the very least.
Question: would the water pulling Celestia and all that be classified as a spell or an attack?
You don't know. You can try.
If I am
What-
Did
allowed to move, I will try.
did she
moving
hear
in front.
Victor's comment?
Which one? The destroy the
No.
thing?
Yeah, does she say anything in return?
There was too many people going on. I don't know what he said. What he said.
Well, Victor said, well, what if we destroyed the orb and deny her the orb?
She will. Okay. At this point, where everybody's moving or everybody's talking, Magpie, you go in front of her, and the water literally moves around you. When you say that, Victor, she looks to you.
Oh, two people can play this game. We have no
Yes.
idea what the orb is. You want to take our companion, choke her, and come in here by force and try to take it from us. I suggest you put her down. I don't care what this orb is. I'll destroy it.
You see her smirk. You seem familiar.
I would
Hmm.
recommend putting her down.
Shut up. I'm not talking to you. You, sir. Hmm. You look familiar. Or maybe it was an older version of you. Do you have a daddy?
I do have a parent. Why?
Let me guess, you're some lord.
That would be correct.
Hmm. Hand me the orb, and I'll tell you what happened to your father.
Listen, you haven't completed one of our demands, and one of our demands is putting down our friend there that you're choking the light out of.
At
So you
this
obviously
point,
have one choice: put her down, or we don't continue this conversation.
Is the woman wearing any metal on her arms?
not
On
that
her
you can
upper
see.
arms?
Not that you can see.
Is Victor saying that Voren's gonna basically like spin one of his daggers in his hands and like make the gesture as giving it over, like break it? Seems like you want this more than we do.
Minerva, make sure bring the orb back here a little bit.
Minerva moves back.
Victor kind of keeps channeling this spell, ready to release it at any moment.
We can either have a civilized conversation or you don't take anything.
Leslie passes out.
Euphemia's gonna hold out her hand and start to cast heat metal, so her hand is starting to grow more and brighter color.
The woman looks at you, Magpie. It seems that your friends don't give a crap.
Could you repeat that last part one more time?
She says that your friends don't give a crap. I have your friend, and looks like she's passed out. By squeezed one more time, I snap her neck.
Let her go.
Minerva's just kind of standing there with like the
It's a
orb
simple
left
request.
slightly.
And I have a simple quest too. She takes her other hand, and you feel something around your neck.
I think at that point, Euphemia is going to go for the gamble, walk up to the woman, and put her hands on her using heat metal.
There's no metal.
There's nothing.
But you're feeling your hands to burn when you touch her.
She shake her hand and like take another like step back.
Your hands are still burning. You look at it, and there's acid marks. You fools. All of you. I'll take these two with me.
I don't think you will.
She
And
begins to turn, and a portal begins to open.
I've released Scorching Ray on her.
I'm gonna use silvery barbs on her and say I think not.
What are you using silver barbs on?
Her.
What does it do?
That.
Oh, okay, so what are you doing though?
Trying to use it so that if to possibly lose concentration to let Celeste go.
She has both of them.
Both
She has
both
magpie.
either or Celeste or Magpie.
Okay. And what she needs to beat? DC 13?
Yes, I believe so.
She passes, but she let goes magpie as soon as the scorching ray
Yeah.
hit.
Let me cast it. Do I need to roll to hit?
Go ahead and cast it.
Okay. So I get 3 beams.
As soon as you cast it, your spell vanishes.
Wait, so the spell doesn't go off at all?
She counter spell. Okay, go ahead and you toss a hit. It misses her. Little fools. The portal opens.
And you
And
said,
she lets you go, so you fall on the ground.
Hmm.
Okay. And she is now moving with Celeste. And then
would
you all
I
hear.
be able to try to grab a hold of Celestine as they're moving?
You can certainly try. Do
What would
a
you want me?
two. Let me see. Give me a strength.
Oh boy. Well, that's not bad.
You do grab her, but at the same time, you're now being pulled. At this moment, all of you hear a loud boom. as the woman gets ready to turn, she stops. And behind you, you hear, "Nobody takes my crew." As the captain comes through. Sorry I'm late. Had
Well,
this thing that we have to go. It was a slide thing. You didn't mention that.
sorry, we were a little busy. Continue to be busy with this woman claiming to be the elemental queen, which is absolutely nonsense.
She raises her eyebrow. The woman slowly turns and looks at all of you. You see that she has been hit in the head. But you see this horrible ooze, liquid. The portal disappears. Ah. Captain. Heard so much about you. Well, seems you kind of won this round. So I will let you all go. Next time I will snap every single one of your necks. For this is not my true self. I am the Elemental Queen, and I will have what I need. She begins to fade away. Her form begins to move like water, fluid. It begins to change. This creature in front of you forms as another and another. Captain, we got company. Shit. You
I'm
guys
gonna
can handle this? There's a lot more behind us. The captain
gonna-
We'll be
begins to
fine.
move. Need you. Wait. Need you all to roll me initiatives.
Just before you, Femi's gonna look over to like Nyx and whoever is the closest, like Nyx and Minerva, to like get the egg. That's what she says.
You need to click your tokens.
Motherfucker.
It's okay. I will. Let me see.
Manually add.
It's so hard to do this on a tablet.
Yes, I can imagine that one.
I'm forward with the 21. Let's go.
Well, his original was a 6.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to fix it. Let's see.
Cry. Mine's a 5.
Oh, no.
I cry every time.
By the way, as all those people are coming in, I pick up my dagger.
This is mine. My dagger.
All right. Yeah, these wonderful grotesque things.
I'm gonna give it a hug.
All right. Do we have everybody in there?
I think so.
So,
Okay.
I can hit it. I think you fucking 20.
wait, why am I at 20?
You rolled a 20 on initiative.
At this moment, as the woman's form changes into this monstrously water
Oh, no,
elemental,
that was
the other two emerges. And the one thing is, what you all recognize is a smell. This horrid, acidic smell that you all remember. Celeste falls to the ground. And in her
I'm just holding her?
hand,
Or
I don't know how are you holding her feet because she was up in the air.
feet or waist or whatever. She was
Okay.
just trying to make sure that she couldn't get away with her.
So she does. Okay, so she falls. So he's on you. And something drops from her hand. And it breaks. All of you see a tornado as a wind elemental emerges. And joins the fight. All right. Magpie, you're up.
I am going to try because Celeste is still unconscious, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to see if I can disengage with her and move into this side room. Uh, basically right off on right to get her out of the
This
battle.
room.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. She will get about to here with you. Anything else?
I would like to make sure that I pull out my bow and knock an arrow, but at the moment, I guess disengaging basically eats up all my
I
all my
believe
stuff.
so.
Yeah.
Disengage, yeah. All right. This water elemental looks around and is going to move here.
Can I, as an aside, just check to make sure she's still breathing as I'm moving her at the very least?
She is breathing, but it's very ragged.
Okay.
For all purposes, I'm going to use this And this is the egg. All right. Warren. Okay. This creature looks to you and is going to it's going to try to slam you. $22?
You know damn well that hits.
All right. It hits you with 10 bludgeoning and 2 acid damage.
Ouch.
And it's going to do it again. For 17 bludgeoning and 1 acid damage.
Well, I'm done.
No. When it goes to make the second attack, Nyx will spend one of his savagery points to use You Will Not Fall.
So that puts me at 1?
No, what that does is it forcibly moves me over and I become the target of that attack.
Oh, I see.
Sick.
That's kind of cool.
All right.
I'm guessing it was a high hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It was actually a natural 20.
okay, yeah. All right, so I'll take the 18 damage.
Okay. That will end its turn. It is now the wind elemental. This wind elemental looks much different. It looks like a beautiful female form. It will look to you guys. And no. It's going to move this way. Yeah. You see the woman in her hand, almost like a orb. She blows into it. And you both get 12 healing. Then it moves for its second turn and it's going to also slam. As it takes a punch, but it misses as the water kind of moves around the air.
Wait, we're getting 12 healing?
Yeah. All right. Victor, you're up.
All right, let's try this again, shall we? And he kind of flips his cloak and it kind of spins in place and fire wraps around his arms. And he's going to cast Scorching Ray once again. And he's going to target the elemental behind him.
Okay.
There.
Go for it.
Okay. He'll target him with all 3 rays. We'll do the first 2 to see if he's alive first.
Yeah. That will hit.
Okay, looks like
That will hit. Both of them will hit.
Cam rolled C2D.
Let's go, Vic.
18 damage.
That is nice. All right.
And it's still standing. I'll shoot one more.
Mhm.
Adds a lot of damage. 8 more damage.
That's nice. It is still up.
Okay.
But yeah, that's actually really good.
And Victor will stay in place because he's afraid the big dude will hit him if he tries to move. So he's just gonna stay there, and that'll be it.
Smart. Sorry, doing math. All right. Perfect. All right, Nix, you're
All
up.
right. You're gonna start this off with, of course, the barbarian style class Wrath as my bonus action, and then I'll swing my great axe on the big guy. Fuck. It's one of those days.
Actually, my lovely, lovely little fairy. Technically, you got advantage
Oh shit, even better.
because even though she's unconscious, she's still there.
She's still it's surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yes. All
Go
right,
ahead
so
and give me that hit.
so starting off with
Ooh.
11 damage,
Mm-hmm.
then spending
wrong.
a savagery point for brutal wounds. And so, which the damage die is a d12. To add another 10, so we're at 21. Then he's going to swing again due to his great weapon master feat, since it's a crit hit,
Mm-hmm.
for an 18.
That will hit.
Adding in another 15 damage. So
Dang.
Wasn't that a times 2 because
37?
of crit? Or
it did roll the second one, but it was only a 4.
oh, that's how it does it. Okay.
Yeah, and so the 10 was for my savagery point, brutal wounds, and then of course hitting it again. So yeah, should be a total of 37 damage.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
Each swing of the axe you hit as it begins to just yell this guttering sound. But because you are hitting it, you also take 5 points of acid damage.
We're rounding up, aren't we?
Yes.
Because thanks to my lovely Path of the Warrior Gods, I am resistance to all damage types except for psychic. So it would be -3.
There you go. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. Minerva.
That's a
your
great
mace-
turn.
Your mace begins to glow. You hear, take your stance.
Is anybody actually like damaged?
I mean, Vorn and Nyx got hurt or hit.
Yeah.
I got
I don't know where
healed
they're at.
all the way.
Would
I'm
she
I'm
would she
mid.
notice that people were taking damage from actually like touching the thing?
Yeah, you can see it. You can see the.
Okay. So, stance is going to be light side of the moon then.
All right. As you whisper it, your armor glows like the moonlight. You're in your stance.
And I can just cast the healing spell like whenever, right?
Mm-hmm. So it will be an action.
Okay. Let's see. Trying to figure out what spell to. She will move there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing the smaller creatures are the same. So instead of focusing on one of the small ones, she will use, is it Guiding Bolt?
Okay. And what do you use it on?
The big
Okay. That will hit.
God damn.
Oh yeah, damn, it's a nice red bolt right there.
Everyone's kicking ass. We've been waiting for some combat.
All right. What is the total?
Be 35.
Yes.
That's a huge chunk.
That is a huge guiding bolt right there.
Yeah, it is.
I
That's huge.
believe. Who is it? The advantage next
It's a
advantage.
next attack on that target.
Cool.
Gets advantage.
All right. Yeah. No, your guiding bolt seems brighter than usual.
Well guided.
Well guided.
I
But
was waiting for it.
at the end, as it hits this monster, this elemental, all of you see inside like the full moon emerge. And it disappears. Anything else you want to do?
I still have movement, right?
Yes.
Move over here out of range of the little guy.
As you do, it takes a attack of opportunity.
Damn it.
It's okay. I'm sorry. Let me see. It's going to.
Way to warn her, DM. Jeez.
This
What
is the
is your
warning.
AC? Is your AC 18, right? Or is it higher?
18, yeah.
It will hit. And it hits you with 16 bludgeoning and 2 acid.
So is that 18 total?
Yes.
Oof. That hurt.
Then you should have a bonus action.
Pretty sure. Oh, says healing word is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you could just healing word yourself. Be like,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I healing word myself.
there you go. 5 healing. You feel a little better. Celeste still passed out, and now it's the water elemental, the little ones. This one looks around, and it's actually going to go down here and move towards the bag. This one. Oh, I switched them. All right, this one is going to go to you, Nyx.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it's going to slam.
He wants the fairy booty.
22 hits.
Yes.
Okay. Bludgeoning 10 and 2 acid.
So 6 points of damage.
Yep. Here we go again. Hold on, I have to add because this is a natural 20. 23 budgeting and 4 acid.
For a total of 27.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brain ain't working that quick today. So for 14.
Okay, that ends its turn. Vorn, you're up.
Okay. I am just going to attack the big guy.
Okay.
With advantage, even though it's still automatically with advantage because he's surrounded.
Right.
21 hits.
And I'd also like to do sneak attack on that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
All right.
Anything
And
else?
yeah, I can do a two weapon fighting.
Oh, you're off in attack. Nice.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Warren.
3. Perfect.
I can't do sneak attack twice, right?
No. I wish.
I know, right? And that's it. I ground in my place.
As you take your, what do you have? Daggers?
Daggers,
You have
yeah.
a sword. Okay.
I have a
As you
short
take
bow
your-
and a short sword, but yeah, daggers.
Okay. As you take your daggers quickly to this creature, it also injures you. You take a total of 5 acid damage.
That's for both strikes?
Mhm.
Okay.
Is a total. All right. Euphemia, it's finally your turn.
Finally, holy fuck, I hate this shit.
I know. I hate the low numbers, man. You're like, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Literally, I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to keep myself remembering what I'm fucking doing.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna make a break for the fucking egg. So I'm gonna
Okay.
use all of mine to get the egg, and I'm taking it.
As you grab the sack, you feel almost like a jolt of electricity, just like a
Like
static,
yeah, like
static, right?
Yeah.
But then it stops. Like it's accepting you.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have the bag. You have the sack.
Yep, I'm slinging it over my shoulder, and I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on this creature in front of me.
Okay, go ahead. What does it do?
It's a,
Psychic?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it needs to wisdom. Okay. That's what I want.
It's wisdom save.
And your DC is 12?
No.
It's 13.
Oh, it still passes. It was 16.
Still takes half damage.
Yep.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
It just doesn't do anything.
Okay. Yeah. So cool. Perfect. Anything else?
Nope. That's all I can
Okay.
do for right now.
All right, Magpie, you're up.
Would I be able to move Celestine behind me?
I mean, you could try.
I would like to try to do that first before attacking.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me another strength.
That
Yeah, right now
that
she's
worked out
just
fine.
yeah, she's just dead weight right now.
And then I'm going to try to. I'm going to. How does the door work? Is it opening into the room or is it opening out into the other room?
I mean, the door's open.
Right. I'm trying to see if I'm able to close the door to put
Oh.
something in between Celestine and this creature.
So
But
the
I
door,
don't know if it's opened out into the other room and I can't because it's blocking the door.
no, it's open to where you're in the room.
I know it's asking a lot, and I don't know if I can help you. Would I be able to shoot it and then move to close the door after I shoot, or would that be too many actions?
Maybe too many actions.
I'm gonna close the door because my biggest worry is this thing going to die and it exploding in acid and hitting her.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna move up and close the door. And I don't think I have anything bonus action wise that I could do.
Okay, that's fine. Right now, Celeste and you are safe in this room that you know of. All right, it is now the creature's turn.
Can I shout through the door to let me know when the big one's down?
You hear that little bit muffled sound as it begins to slam Vorin. With 5 bludgeoning and 2 acid. And then it takes its fist again and it's going to slam on Nyx, which it got a natural 20.
Go figure.
Holy
It's
shit.
good. It's
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
It'll hurt.
It is going to hit you with 20 bludgeoning and 4 acid. So a total of 24 and half.
-12. I'm still standing. Oh, wait, hold on.
I'm still standing better than I ever did.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I just imagine Nick singing that as he's getting beat up.
Can she do it? She moves here. The only person that she can hit is Nyx. Again, you see orb and she blows into it, healing you with 15 points of healing.
Hell yeah.
But
Angry, bloody, healthy, still angry.
then with the other action, she's going to slam. Aha! She moves her fists very fast as it comes up to almost like an uppercut. As you see this burst of wind, and part of the water of elemental kind of like blows away just a little bit. Actually, no. Let me see. Oh, I could have done that. Too late. It's fine. It's still standing, but it is hurt. That will end her turn. All right. Victor, you're up.
Okay. If Victor was to ask Minerva to duck, can I shoot a spell over her, or can I not shoot through her space? Cool question. I have something else to do if I can't do that.
I mean, you could move.
I could.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'd take an attack of opportunity from the dude.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
You,
If I can't shoot,
yeah. Unfortunately, you do have to move.
okay. Well, here's what I'll do. I will move there to risk it for the biscuit.
Yep.
And if he
Here we
attacks
go.
me,
Hold on. We're gonna slam you.
mhm,
Does a 13 hit?
it does not. My armor class is
Okay.
15 with mage armor.
There you go.
Woo. Okay.
Major armor. Go.
Okay. So I'll look at the one down at the bottom again that's still standing, and I'll cast Scorching Ray. I'll do 2 and then see what it's at from there.
Okay. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Dang, that will hit. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yep, those two will hit.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's do math. Math time. Okay. So that's
That is 17 damage.
with a memento. It is still up.
Okay, I'll shoot the last one in.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's not gonna hit. Maybe it'll hit.
No.
It don't. All right.
Yeah. That misses.
Okay. And then that'll be it. Oh no, I'll actually continue my movement. I'll move. Move there. That's it.
All right. Next, you're up.
Yep. I want to do it. The only thing I can is swing my. Well, I have multiple options here, but I'm gonna swing my great axe at the big one
That will hit.
for 9, and then of course,
Mhm.
gonna drop a savagery point for brutal wounds,
Mhm,
tacking
mhm.
on an extra 5, so 14 damage.
All right. So it is severely wounded. As you see the acid, you also, get hit with 5, so half of that.
3.
But yeah. All right. Anything else?
That is it since I did not crit this time.
Okay.
Oh.
Minerva, you're up.
We lost spells.
Okay. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the one next to, or is that Guiding Bolt? Yeah. At the one next to Euphemia.
Oh, this one right here? Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. That one will miss.
Okay. And then as my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word.
Who are you healing?
On Nyx.
Okay. So you get 6.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
Anything else you want to do?
Cause I'm up and I'm down.
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Celeste, she's still down, but seems to be jerking, moving. You just hear very faint no. That's what Magpie hears. All right. We are going to take a couple minute break because the monster is up and we lost a player.
Oh,
I think. Ooh,
And
did the
she's
player
back.
come back?
She's back.
Ah!
Okay, perfect. It's okay. I'm sorry.
At least it was a breaker and you could get it back on. I've been without power for 3 days.
It's still fucking annoying.
All right, go on. Back to the game.
No, don't believe me. Trust me. I understand.
The creature below, well, in front of you, Euphemia, is going to slam you. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You will get 10 bludgeoning and 2 acid,
Owie. Okay.
and it's going to do it again. It will hit because it's 16. But you get another. It's 10 and bludgeoning and 1 acid damage.
Okay, so that in total is what did you say? Well, fuck,
25?
I'm down to 2 health. If it is it what, 22?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm down to 2 health.
All right. It is this creature because next to you or in front. It's going to slam. What is your AC?
15.
Okay, that misses. That misses too. This is 12 and a 9. Yes, as it tries
Nick's
to
over there
slam
shaking his little fairy ass at it.
as it moves back and forth. All right. Warren, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, we're just going to kind of do a repeat.
Okay. That will miss.
All right. Now he turns around and swings with the other one.
That will hit. How do you want to do this?
All right.
Yeah.
Just from the frustration of missing the other one, he'll kind of like spin around with the other dagger and just kind of stab it in his chest.
Okay. As you try to go for your first hit, completely missing, as it just kind of gargles at you. You take your other hand and slam it right into its chest, its core. As you feel the acid, which you do get 3 points of acid damage, it starts to basically like melt away as in the pool of water. It does surround you, but not enough where you would think the acid will also hit, but it's not for some odd reason. The 2 creatures kind of gargle and almost like in a rage, but they seem a little weaker.
No.
Oh, anything else you want to do?
Oh, no.
Nope. Okay. Euphemia.
my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh boy.
You got this.
Well. As I am fucking dying.
Holding a bag.
I'm holding this fucking bag. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Mhm.
At 2nd level.
Okay.
So
6
that's
healing.
yeah.
Anything else?
I have 8 hit points. I know this is gonna do attack of opportunity, but I'm gonna back the fuck up.
All
With
right.
the egg. I'm hanging on to it.
Does 11 hit?
No.
It misses. There you go.
Yay!
Yay!
Did you want to move any further than that?
Yeah, I'm gonna move one more square back.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right. Magpie, you're up.
Did anybody tell me that the big guy is down, or any noise that would have?
Nobody has mentioned anything, but you would have probably heard a huge splash, swoosh. You probably saw a little bit of water underneath the door. Didn't hear you.
And try to see if I can't hit that one in front of.
You were cutting out a lot.
Oh, that's lovely. I was going to try to open the door. That cat is hiding since the door closed.
Yeah, you're hiding.
Okay. But I'm gonna try to aim my bow at the one in front of Nyx.
Okay. So you open the door.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to where the door is, but it's there. We go.
Got it.
Alright. Thank you. And where is my short bow?
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay. Where is for 4 damage, and then get hit.
All right. Anything else?
And then I would like to move right outside the door.
Okay.
And I don't know if I could shut it as I move out.
What was it?
I don't know if I can shut the door as I move out. I'm at least standing in front of the door to make sure nothing goes in.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. It is now the wind elemental's turn, which going to move there and let me see. No, it's gonna make it slam. All right. She does another move to hit it. Basically taking her fist left and right. Both. You see the creature kind of move back and forth, the wind swirling around it as it takes its hit. That will end its turn. Victor, you are up.
Okay, Victor will shimmy this way. Kind of block her exit. And then he will cast his last spell slot, magical missile, at the thing at the bottom. It just automatically hits.
Mm-hmm.
and he'll do 2 to see if it's dead. So here's the first one. 3 damage. Ooh, 2 damage. And if it's still up, he'll cast the last one.
Yep, it's still up.
Okay, better. 5 damage.
Okay.
And
Let's do
damage.
math. It severely looks hurt. Anything else?
And Leo.
All right. Next, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, I guess, gonna swing my great axe at the small one now.
All right, you do that.
There's
Yeah,
a
that would
20 hit.
Yes.
For 7 damage. And then he's
Mhm.
gonna drop his last savagery point into brutal wounds, bringing it up to 11 damage.
All right. This creature looks like it's just bubbling, like it's halfway to the ground. It is hurt as you take 4 points of acid damage.
You mean 2 points of acid damage?
There you go. All right.
And
Anything
even
else?
if it doesn't hit me, the acid damage keeps me in my rage. That's it.
Minerva, you're up.
Okay, is anyone looking like seriously wounded? Not the monsters, but
I
like
think
our party.
Euphemia's the worst.
There's that,
I
but there's
would
also
say-
Celestine still unconscious in the other room.
But also, I'm at 8
Yeah, but she's
HP.
not. She's
Oh,
not
yeah.
anywhere I can like
She's
see.
okay. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think-
So I will I'll cast Guiding Bolt on the one next to Nyx and the wind element.
Okay. That will miss.
And then with my bonus action, I'll cast Healing Word on Euphemia.
4 points. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
All right. Unconscious. All right. So this one is going to go up to you, Victor,
Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
and is going to make it slams. 14 hit.
No, AC is 15.
Perfect. Oh, well, this one will hit.
That sounds like a nat 20. Ugh.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Can I cast Silvery Barbs as a reaction?
I mean, you didn't do a reaction, but you can.
I'm just asking if I know it's like technically not my turn, but am I able to do that so it doesn't hit Victor?
Is it a reaction spell?
It is a reaction, yes.
It's a reaction. I'll do it for this time. But usually you need to say it before I do it, kind of thing.
Fine.
But it's fine. So go ahead and cast it. And what do I have to do?
I have to re-roll. It's
Alright.
basically disadvantage.
It still hit.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, no, it. At least it's not natural 20.
Yeah, it's not a nat 20 hit.
That's right, yeah.
That could have one-shot Victor.
I would tell you what the natural 20 was.
Oh,
It was
God.
22 hit and 5 acid.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I would have been down by 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 26 HP.
So she
They
saved it.
saved his life.
But this one did hit
Mm-hmm.
for 14 bludgeoning and 2 acid.
16 damage.
It's better than going down.
All right. So this one. Yeah. This one is going to go after Nyx. Missing. 13?
Miss.
Okay, they both miss. It was a 9 and 13.
Nick's over here.
I'm still standing.
Being a complete dick to these elementals.
All right.
Also,
Lauren. Mhm.
to make it even funnier, he's singing it in primordial.
They can understand.
Okay. So we have the one by Victor and the one right next to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going ahead to just try to attack the one that's right by me. That I would still have
Alright, go
advantage
ahead.
on, right?
No. To have advantage, somebody would need to be here.
Surrounded on 3
I'm
sides.
sorry. For sneak attack, somebody just has to be next to him. I don't think it has to be advantage.
Oh, that's fine. I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I misspoke. Okay.
That will miss.
Oh wait, silvery barbs give somebody advantage on an attack. That's what I'm reading. So you can choose somebody to get advantage to.
True, but that's too late.
Too late.
17 will hit.
Okay. So sneak attack on that.
Mm-hmm. As you hit the creature twice with your daggers, taking 4 points of acid damage, it begins to gargle and melt into a pool of watery acid.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Anything else?
That is all that I can do. Except for be in
Alright.
pain.
All right, Euphemia, you're up.
Check something real quick. You're gonna measure real quick. A little bit further, a little bit over here. Yeah, that worked. I'm going to cast Shatter,
Mm-hmm.
and the point's like right there, so it's in that radius.
Does it take half damage or full damage?
It is half, yes.
Okay, and what does it need to do?
On the thing, it
Con save.
says it's a con
Okay.
save, yeah.
It succeeds as an actual 20,
God
but it does
damn.
take half.
I don't even know what
As
half
these-
of 15 is.
As you see, when you do your shatter damage, as it starts to, crack and break, you see just like, even on this corrupted water elemental, it does kind of ripple.
This is a very tanky motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure the big one was more tanky, but we just hit it with some really hard damage early on.
Anything else?
No, that's about it that I can do.
All right, Magpie.
Magpie is going to move up over here.
Oh, wait, I lied. You said take half damage, right? I was waiting for your half damage or your damage to roll.
It rolled with the top.
Yeah, it rolled
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. So half of that, but it doesn't matter because as the ripple effect happens with the thunder, or the shatter damage, you see it begin to vibrate, and it does explode
Oh no.
into a pool.
Oh boy.
But because it exploded, Victor, Euphemia, and Minerva, you take 1 acid damage.
Owie.
Acid rain.
And now it's silent.
If the fighting is over, Magpie is going to go back and take a better look at Celestine, and she'll call for Minerva as she does.
Mhm. The wind elemental looks to all of you, and she will toss up her air orb as the wind begins to swirl around. People who got hurt will take 10 healing. And she will look on beyond the door and she will say, "Tell her thank you," as the wind elemental disappears.
So with the wind elemental saying that, Nyx would nod, and in the mid of nod and his wrath just wearing off, he's just gonna spit up a glob of blood.
I think I took too many hits that fight.
Minerva will she moved over by Celeste and she'll give her a look over, like checking, her condition.
You see around her neck like a handprint. It looks like burn, like acid burn marks.
Okay. Is her breathing like any better than when Magpie checked it, or is it still ragged?
Still ragged.
Okay. Trying to think what I could do because a lot of my spell slots are used.
Mace begins to glow.
Okay.
You do have that healing ability.
Oh, right. Okay, so it won't let me cast that. It's like got like a 2C, but it's grayed out on both cure wounds and inflict wounds.
Let me see. When you open it, does it show?
It says cast 1 charge, but it's grayed out.
Oh, okay. If you open it where it says Twin Moons, do you see where it says 2d8 plus 2, and then you see the B?
Yes.
Click on it and see if that comes up. Okay, perfect. That's fine. So you will heal her for 6. You do get 2 charges. Just just use that for now because it, Beyond is a little funny.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I said, you got 2 charges. And so you heal her for 6. You kind of see the handprint kind of fade away, but still there. At this point, you hear somebody or some people running from like this direction as you see the captain and the rest. All right.
Yes,
And
yes, we're fine. We're fine.
you kind of see them kind of like battered and bruised. Those things are horrible.
Yes. Do you know if that really was the elemental queen, or was that some sort of ruse?
I don't know. I don't know. There's all these rumors that she's coming back or she showed up. I don't know. But did you guys find it?
Oh, yes, we did.
Minerva has it.
All right.
Minerva nods and pulls the little. She'd tucked it away in her bag of holding, so she reaches in, pulls it out, opens her palm, and shows it.
She steps up to you and she looks. Oh, all right. We need to, as soon as I do this, we will leave immediately. Can somebody carry her?
I got it.
Okay.
Next
She'll
Nerve-
take.
would,
Sorry.
okay, say, Nyx would just walk over and pick up Celeste.
All right. She will take the gem from you, and she will take the chain. And she walks up to the room as she speaks some kind of words. It's almost like, I would say, like celestial. You see the gem and the chain begin to glow, and above where she's standing, a necklace appears. The captain grabs it. All right, let's go. As all of you begin to follow her out. Nyx, when you pick up Celeste, you actually notice that she is very light. Kind of odd.
As we're
would just be-
sorry.
Say Nyx would just be quick, kind of the look around, surprised at how light she is.
And what were you gonna say, Minerva?
As we're walking out, like following them out, Minerva's like, "So what is that thing? What's so special about it that there's so many people looking for it?"
As you guys move out, or getting, through the temple, she kind of stops and looks at all of you. Well, if that person that says that they're elemental queen, this is a pure elemental gem. And I was told to go find them years ago. And she will kind of pull out one from her blouse underneath from her neck. And you see a red one.
I have a quick question. I may have threatened, because the only thing I could think of to get that woman to try to release our friend Celeste was to destroy it. What would happen if we would try to destroy it? Anything? Would it have been good or bad?
One, if you were to destroy it, this place could have been gone.
All right.
Or two, maybe nothing happened. Not sure. I never thought of destroying them. I was just told to find them.
Yes, well, I figured whatever it is, it was important enough that she wanted to kill us and take it from us. But if she wants something that important, who knows what kind of a catastrophe she could have caused.
Yes, one thing I noticed that they had this awful acid smell to them. That's why I try to warn you all. Just be careful.
It's the same smell that we had dealt with in Felu.
Interesting.
Wait, so do you think that she's the one that sent the fish there?
I think she is probably the source of where the acids came from.
Question. I'm going to assume at this point we're all grouped up leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one of the cats did mention seeing a woman dressed like kind of like Vaughn, I guess, almost in a similar manner as the one that showed up, standing on the other side of a portal. And she
Then-
did just conjure a portal.
Mhm.
So can't be 100%, but 2 and 2 say it's probably her.
Yeah, and I also went to attempt to see if she had like any metal on her. When I touched her, I felt acid burning on my skin.
I think that was more of an illusion over the elemental. When you touched her physically, you were touching the elemental. Clean
But
the acid,
she's
at least.
but she still could be the source of the fucking acid.
True, and this elemental creature wasn't nearly as powerful as when she was here. She was able to stop a spell pretty much instantly from me. I don't know. I don't think it's the elemental queen, honestly,
She
because
potentially be
Yeah.
using that elemental as an avatar.
I don't
Well-
know what's the story of the elemental queen, anyways. Wasn't there like a bunch of prosperity and there was some sort of war back in the day, and she didn't want to become like some sort of deity, and then she became a tree. Is that it? Something like that? The elemental tree. Why would she come back as some sort of evil person trying to steal these orbs?
I
It doesn't
don't-
make any sense.
I don't think that was her. That's just a farce.
Yeah, I don't think it was her. Although
Uh,
I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on the subject.
I don't really either.
I
but
have
I
a
don't
question
think
for
it
the
was her.
DM.
That's the question.
Would we have recognized the voice from the dream?
Minerva rolled and she didn't remember, but nobody else asked or said anything during that time. But you are all walking, and then if you want to roll history, go ahead.
I will do it this time
Yeah,
now since
I'll
we're all
do it as
talking about
well.
it.
I would say you guys are going through, passing everything. One of the female dwarf found another area for you to walk up and leave this area. I would say all of you, or well, the three. The voice is very familiar. But oddly, almost not the same. The voice that you heard was more chaotic, laughing. But you heard hints of it.
I don't trust that woman. I don't think she is what she claims to be, and I don't think. Well, it's actually a little frightening, but maybe she believes what she thinks she is. My skin crawls, and she sets me on edge.
Kind of gives me the vibes of a cultist.
You know what really worries me? She mentioned something about my father when we were having the back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that means.
I mean, once we get the chance to, we could see if we can contact your family.
Yes, if we can ever make it back to shore for a little while. Captain, when's the next time we'll be visiting some place where we might be able to send out mail?
Well, we're going There's nobody.
All right. Well, I guess it'll be a bit longer. She said something about my father. Don't recall all the details because it was very tense. She said something like, I'll tell you about him, or I'll tell you what happened to him, or
I
something
think
of that nature.
yeah, I think those were the words.
I feel like she was just trying to get a rise out of you.
But that's so
Potentially, how the hell
random.
would she know my father? Yes. Right? I've never seen this woman.
She could have said that to any of us, I guess. Why him?
I don't know. But once we get the chance to,
Is there anything
hopefully,
magical that you guys know of that can get you in communication? Not exactly mail.
Nothing I can do at the moment. It'll take more months, perhaps years of dedicated study before I'm able to do anything of that nature.
I
Right.
can see what I can do.
All
The
right.
captain will say.
Just a letter would be great, just to see if I can get some sort of correspondence.
You know, you guys continue your way, and there you see where you all started. Doors open, and at a distance you see the ship still submerged in the water. All right. Any of you good swimmers?
I'm pretty good, yes.
decent enough.
Yeah.
All right, because coming this way was easy. Going that way is going to be harder.
Euphemia is gonna make sure that the bag is secure on her, and the egg is secure in it.
As she kind of gets to the step, or we can go the faster way. She
Faster
smirks.
is always better.
If it's easier,
What's the
that'll be
faster
better.
way?
She whistles, and you see some kind of movement from the ship as she kind of turns around and she puts her hands out, and then you see a rope going around her waist and like pulling her away, and then you see more ropes
Oh,
coming around your guys' waist.
I guess we're off then.
Let's fucking go!
You guys got yeeted.
Yeah, all the
Yeah. As you, one by one, you all manage to get on the ship. You see the ropes kind of like removed from you guys, and they kind of seem to like wiggle like a wave, and then they kind of like disappear back into the ship. And the captain just smiles at all of you as you see Key and Meg kind of like talking. You do see the boy who is kind of running around. Um, looks like he is chasing something. It looks like just like a almost kind of like a barrel, like a very small barrel, and then he kind of stops
Can
and he
Victor
just
stop him for a
waves.
second?
Yeah.
Hello, boy. Did you choose a name yet?
No, I
Still working on
no.
it?
Yes,
All
yes.
right, good.
And on the barrel, in a bubble, you see the fat cat sleeping. All
Well, at
right.
least it's staying dry.
Yep.
So, as soon as we got on the ship, Nix would give a quick thank you for bringing us on and rush Celeste down to the med bay.
Yeah, Euphemia would pat the banister of the ship. And be like, thank you, dancer.
Oh, it feels good to be back on the ship.
All right. Let's get this. Let's get the ship moving.
Euphemia will follow Nyx since
Mhm.
she's got the egg.
The captain will tell Meg, go ahead and let's go. Probably stay in the water for a little bit longer, and then we'll surface up Let's say stay in the water for a couple hours, and then we'll make our way to the island. Hiya, Captain. You guys, you make your way down to the medical bay, and in here is completely dry. There's no water or nothing. It's like normal, like you were on the surface. Next, you lay Celestia down.
Yes, very gently.
Mhm. And she is just mumbling in her sleep. Who else is in there?
I think it's just me and Nyx.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I think Victor's trying to catch his breath. I think he would go back to his room briefly, for a little bit, like he's working on something.
Okay.
Magpie's going to go find her cloak that she left behind. Make sure it's all bundled up.
Yeah, you found it where you left it.
I think
But
Warren would
she'll probably stay on deck for a little while.
Okay.
Warren probably just be getting some rest. It was rough. But he'd also be looking at the small pouch that he has with the note to see if anything has changed. He just kind of
Mhm.
peeks into it at random times.
Yeah. Yes. Did you put that stuff in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you take a peek, you notice that some of the papers, or the cut up paper looks like it's mending together. You kind of hesitate to like take it out, but you definitely see the magic working.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll just
I think that's exactly what Victor was going to do. Like he's been doing some studying, so he would like to, like, if there's time and it's not detrimental, he would like to find Warren and talk with him.
Yeah, if you want to.
Warren, Brick. Sorry, which do you prefer, Brick?
sorry, my dog's barking.
Yes,
Brick
yes,
is fine. Warren's my name, but I've gone by Brick for so long.
Yes, of course, Brick.
It's the sea
So
puppies.
remember when we had a talk back on the island? Well, I think we were back on the ship about the piece of paper. I've been doing some studying, and I have a spell that might be able to help if you want me to try it.
Oh, right. I
Mhm.
I had just taken a look at it not long ago, and it looks like it's starting to mend. But if you can, speed it up, I'm all for it.
I can try. I'm not sure. I can get the paper back together. I'm pretty certain of, unless some sort of circumstance prevents it.
Right.
But I'm not sure how it's going to end up. If that makes sense. I can make it whole again. Would you like me to try?
Yes. He reaches for it, and holding the pouch in his hand, he looks at Victor for a moment, and he says, "Listen, there's something else that I didn't tell you because I guess when we started all of this, I didn't have all the knowledge. But this paper wasn't in this pouch by itself,
All right.
and so he just kind of opens the little pouch all the way and shows, just kind of opens it towards Victor, and he would see the vampire teeth like at the bottom of it.
What's this? You have some teeth? Very, very sharp teeth, in fact.
Yeah.
You think they recognize these as vampire fangs?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get this?
So I got the bag from a person in town. Um, let's just say I acquired it. Um, I don't remember who this person was, but there's something weird about this sack and the things that are in it. The invitation, the vampire teeth, which I mean I didn't know any vampires until now. So
Well, not technically a vampire.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I guess
yes, but I mean,
partially. But yes, it's strange. It's an invitation, but there's also teeth. All right. You mind if I lay this out on the table, all the pieces?
no, go ahead.
So Victor will carefully like start placing the pieces, like kind of like a jigsaw puzzle pieces.
As you take out, you notice that some of them are mending, and you notice a powder substance on this. Um,
Okay.
and it seems whatever is doing whatever powder substance it is working its magic on mending the paper.
Okay. And you did tell me about
I
this.
did tell you, yeah. So
Okay.
that's I told you that it would kind of resolve itself in time, but I mean, I don't see any harm in trying to speed it up unless we make it worse somehow.
Potentially, I can just try to see what happens. If anything, most likely, I can just get the. It looks like it's doing its magic. Maybe this will. Maybe this won't conflict with it. I'm not trying to do anything. Obviously, the opposite of it.
Right. Yeah.
So it might try. It might help it a little bit. Um. So as he places the pieces, and who knows, this might restore more than what I'm able to restore. This spell here, it will pretty much just mend the page. Not sure if it'll mend the wording on it. So he'll start casting mending.
Mhm.
So it pretty much anything within like a foot dimension, it'll kind of repair it. I suppose whatever you think it would repair, it would repair.
Um, if you take a couple of pieces of paper, like the ones that, oh yeah, they look like they fit, yeah, you start to mend. But you kind of notice that as you mend, some of the words are not really, I mean, it lines up, but mending, you got to get it accurate, so it
Mhm.
kind of maybe it looks like it's a little wet up. Um, but yeah, you do mend it. Um, while the other paper that you see, it's actually mending it perfectly.
Oh,
So there'll probably be like letters that are cut off or things like that.
Hmm.
so you think that the mending would Victor think that this is helping or making it worse?
Um, it could be worse. I mean, yeah, you can definitely mend it, but it won't be perfect.
It would take a bit of guesswork when it's done.
Hmm.
All
Yeah.
right, well, all right. So I'll pose this to you. I can mend it all, and potentially the powder might continue its work of the course. I'm not sure, but if I were to mend it, it would not be perfect. There might be some gaps. So it's up to you if you want to
I mean, we're
wait and
both
see.
smart enough to fill in any blanks, right?
I mean, we might be able to get at least the gist of it with the mending spell if I were to continue.
Did we see DM? Did we see any kind of indication that when he did that, um, some of the magic powder that I was given went away, or like, is it still working? Or
It's
Can I roll
it's
Arcana and check?
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Arcana.
Okay. With your arcane knowledge, which I'm gonna give you a advantage. You have not seen this type of magic before, but you know it's quite strong. Um, you, of course, learning from your mother and so on, you will also know that sometimes magic can conflict with each other. Yes, you can help it, but it can also harm it.
Okay,
So so if you, like, for instance, if you were to mend it in the beginning without all the powder, you probably would have gotten it. Maybe a little, little things here and there might be a little bit off because how paper is and wording is, versus like fabric, But other than that, it's, yeah, you can help. But
so can I do this kind of like as a challenge, like a series of Arcana checks or something to see how well I do it with the conflicting magic?
you can, but it'd probably take you a lot longer.
Okay. All right. So here's the options. I can try to work with the magic, but it might take me longer to do it, and it'll take dedicated study to do it. But it might be quicker than that. We can mend it right now, and it could be some impartiality. I could make it worse. I could make it better. It's not entirely sure. It's up to you, as it is your paper. But regardless, I think I can at least mend it to get the gist of it.
Right. I mean, I don't see how it can get worse. He looks down at the paper.
Fair, very fair.
I'm just curious to see, and honestly, now I'm a bit concerned about what it's all about. It's an invitation, and why were there vampire fangs?
Yes, well, I have my suspicions on what kind of party this might have been. Victor kind of
Hunters?
snickers a little bit. Yeah. Well, it could have been that, or I don't know. Just the first thing comes to mind is it's some sort of feeding party for some of the typical bad news vampires, and potentially there's some sort of vengeance. I don't know.
Can I ask you something? And I don't mean any weird offense or anything.
Mm,
Is something like this worth anything? He points at the teeth.
worth anything? Yeah, potentially it might be used for some sort of spell component or something of that nature. Could be worth something for the right buyer, of course.
Right. Well,
Or it could be used. Actually, it's actually quite viable. In the future, whenever I'm able to potentially scry on things and things of that nature, usually having an object, especially a personal object like a piece of hair, tooth, that would help me to. I would potentially be able to scry on the individual whose teeth this was. I suppose if they're still alive. So there's a lot of information you can get from things of this nature.
right. You know what? Let's go for it. I think that
Wanna
this
go for it?
knowledge now belongs to you just as much as it does me.
Well, sure, of course. All right, let's go for it then. All right, well, Victor will kind of roll up his sleeves a little bit, and he'll try to carefully continue the mending as best as he
Okay.
can.
When you guys do that, what's the rest of you guys doing? What's Minerva doing?
Uh, probably cleaning herself up after all the grossness, like taking a bath and whatnot. So she might be in like the bath area.
Okay. What is? Oh, Magpie, you said that you were staying up. Okay, so we're gonna go back to your family at Nick's. Um, while your family has set down the egg and Celeste is still there. Did you guys want to do anything?
Nyx is just gonna sit and relax, kind of recovering from the events of what happened.
I think your family would just make sure that Celeste was okay before walking out, and also probably going to bathe to get the acid smell and off of her.
Mm-hmm.
probably change her. Probably before she would go to the bath, she'd probably go grab the skirt that can detach that she was wearing before they left to go into the temple.
Mhm.
To grab it and take it back to her room before she went to bathe.
Yeah. As you were leaving, you hear Celeste yell as she sits up. Where am I? Where?
Was this before I left?
Before you left, yeah.
Calm down. It's okay. We're on the dance there again.
Where's? There's.
I left them right there for you.
She rubs her neck, and she begins to cry.
If you had me, I would rub her back. Kind of comforting.
It was her. That voice. I know.
What do you mean?
She took over my town. Those creatures. She's gonna take me back.
Well, we weren't gonna let that happen. We
She
made sure.
wipes. Good.
I said, all she said is we made sure she didn't.
She knows I'm alive. She might come after me again. She closes her eyes. I think the voodoo queen's right.
What did she say to you?
She told me that I would go back. I will go back home. One way or another. She looks at you. I can't. Not now. Not. Need to get this egg hatched. And she kind of looks. How? Who? Who picked up the sack?
I did.
Huh.
I protected it while you were unconscious.
She looks at you. And the egg accepts. That bag is, man, probably would electrocute anyone.
It did shock me a little bit, but it's fine. But she'll look over to Nyx, because I'm assuming he's still in the room.
Yes, Nyx has stayed in the room.
Nyx, what did that elemental say?
It told me to tell you, Celeste, thank you.
She kind of looks at her hand. That's good. I have a couple of those things. She just kind of she looks to both of you, and I guess it's just hard to explain. My friend and I, and my friend's quite powerful wizard, got these special gems from a kingdom. There was a countess there who, her family works with different gems. And some elementals will, I guess, sleep and all useful purposes to help. Some people use them for other things, which is bad, as we all know, but that one was very kind, kindred spirit, I guess. Thank you. Thank you all.
Of course. Make sure you tell Magpie too. She dragged you into one of the other rooms to keep you safe.
I will.
But rest. Take a bath and stuff to make yourself feel better. I know I am. I don't like this acid smell. It smells awful.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. I have a lot to think about. She will get up and pick up the sack and turn to both of you. I think we all need rest.
More than most of it. And I need to remember to talk to Warren too.
She nods. Well, I think bath sounds good. She will leave the room.
Euphemia will be following, because that's where she's going.
Yeah, you guys make the way down the hall, and she will actually turn into her room, because each room does have their own private bath as well.
Minerva would probably be wrapping up and like getting out of the bath by this point.
Are you in the bathhouse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where Euphemia is going, is the bathhouse.
Yeah, so you go to the bathhouse, and that's when Minerva is getting ready to leave or get out. So if you guys wanted to talk, or just go ahead, make your way.
Minerva would nod to her. Do you know how Celeste's doing?
She's awake. She's in her room. I think she's using her private bath.
Okay, well, that's good. Does she seem like weak at all, or?
She seems to be alright for right now, at least physically. Though the whole confrontation has her shaken up. Which we probably should discuss as a group to get everyone on the same page. And with some of the things that she just told me.
We probably should do that, but I'm thinking maybe a tomorrow thing is it's been a long day and she probably needs rest before that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, I'm going to head back to my room and would it be like past dinner time or like about dinner time or
Just say like about dinner time. The whole entire time, Belle has been in your hair,
okay,
just
okay.
kind of chilling. You know, she probably like when you take a bath, she probably kind of splash into it during that time, and as soon as you're ready, she will go back on your shoulder.
Okay. I'm going to head back to my room and just get ready for dinner.
Dinner sounds good. Oh, if you see Voron, tell him I wish to speak to.
All right, I will.
And then she'll like nod and go into like the private bath.
Hmm. Yeah, and then Nerva, you make your way to your room. Did you want to do anything else?
She'd just get dressed and then probably make her way to like the top deck.
Okay.
See who's about.
Yeah, on the top deck, still underwater, still a little
Okay.
weird, but it's like when you go up there, of course, you're breathing and probably all of a sudden don't realize that you're in the water at that moment, but you're still breathing. And just to see, you know, well, the opposite on the top, just, seeing different fish and different creatures in the water. Magpie is up there, I believe, still.
Yep.
Mhm. And you see Magpie, you see the cat still in the bubble. You do see the boy. He's actually looking out, uh, just kind of in awe what he's seeing. Of course, Meg is on top, steering, and Glenn is probably up in the rooster's nest.
Okay. She'd just walk up next to the boy. I don't know if I'll ever get used to this, but it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
He looks up to you. I I know it's it's amazing. I've always heard stories of a blue ship and its captain, and I didn't. I always thought it was stories.
Yeah, I think it's one of those you have to see it to believe it kind of thing.
He nods. Yeah, when I woke up finally, well, I was awake, but to get out, and I thought I was going to drown, and Keys was laughing, and he says, "Nope, you can breathe as long as you're on here." So
Yeah, it's neat. She'd look back towards wherever Magpie is and just yell, "Oh, Celestia's awake, by the way. Euphemia said she's doing all right."
That's good to hear.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see her at dinner. Hopefully.
I'm sure that you will.
She just kind of turned back towards the outside of the ship, just looking out at the water,
mhm.
watching all the fish go by.
Yeah, it's very different. Um, Magpie, did you want to do anything?
She's mostly just trying to catch her own breath,
Mhm.
watching mostly the boy, but just trying to see if there's anything that needs to be done. Trying to keep her mind off things.
Mhm. I mean, it's kind of hard because, the ship is underwater. Um,
Mhm.
but, you can always look out to having like distraction, um, just to see, the different just the different aspects of being underneath the water. And I mean, you guys are your eyes sight is clear as day, just like your top, so you can see. Um, so it's very, it's almost scary, but at the same
Yeah,
time, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I can imagine just wondering, like, there has to be a point where there's just, you can't see anything else.
Hmm.
And wondering what lurks in that area is probably just really unsettling. But she'll keep an eye on some of the fish that pass by and whatnot.
Hmm.
Try to figure out what they are.
Yeah. As you do that, we will return to Brick and Victor. All right, Victor.
All right. Yes, the magic is coming together. It's very good.
Okay,
See
go
how it turns
ahead.
out.
Give me some. I want 3 Arcana checks from you.
Okay. I'll just roll them all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's one. Two.
Okay. As you spent your time, I'm going to say it's, with all this happening, with people talking, all this stuff, it's going to be about an hour. So I'm not sure what you want to do, Warren, within that hour.
I'll just be watching.
Okay.
And what he's doing that I straighten out the fangs that are next to the thing so that they're even and perfectly spaced.
Okay.
Victor would be consulting with his magical sentient book during this process as well.
Okay. During that time, you bring out your book, and the book at first would be like, "Didn't I tell you I did not want to be in the water?"
Yes, I know, but unfortunately, we had no choice in the matter. I'm sorry. I'll make sure you're properly cleaned and dried and all that.
I am dry, but it's just, I don't know, kind of odd.
It was very odd, very disturbing. We're still underwater, by the way, I think.
You kind of see the book kind of fold forward a little bit, like a sigh.
Yes, you don't like the water. Do you have a phobia of the water, or you just dislike it?
No, I think it's a phobia.
Varn would be like, it's a book.
The book would
This
literally
is
fly to your face. I am not just a book.
she's much more than just a book. Uh, what is your? Do you have a name yet? Do you wish to tell me?
To tell you, not to tell you. That's a good question.
Oh, come on now. We're going to be friends for a long, long time. I'm sure of it.
Oh boy.
We can
What
assign her a
special
name.
book?
I would not take any of your names. You will learn in due time, and you could swear the book seems to puff out its chest if it had a chest.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we don't want to offend my book. She's going to
The
be
pages
very.
ruffle a little bit.
Yeah.
She's going to be very helpful. Very helpful. She's already very helpful.
Yes. Let's go ahead and do this. The book
All
will
right.
get closer to you and kind of like hover near you
Mm-hmm.
as you are now looking at the pages, as you carefully take the pages and start to kind of like put them together as a puzzle. And then the first part, as you mend, you start to mend it really nice, beautifully, as you got the flow of it. um I'm going to say that you took one half and the other powder is taking another half, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like you're mimicking it, even though you don't see a person doing anything. You just kind of, at the same time, it's just like, I really want to know more. Like, what is this actual powder substance? But you understanding the mending spell, it's probably that and maybe something else. You don't really know.
Yeah, this is
As
very interesting. This powder. I wonder what the Voodoo Queen, how she did this. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't
as
know.
the second half, your second roll, um, for some odd reason, standing over or however you're standing, it's kind of like you're you're concentrating and you're also getting like a cramp. It's
Oh,
still okay. It's still okay.
the cramp in my wrist. Oh,
Yes, yeah. As you kind of continue to mend it, this is your almost your half an hour, 45-minute mark. The last part where all of a sudden you just kind of like got this good burst of energy. You're like, okay, I can finish this half. You understand the puzzle pieces and you put them together as you just finish at the same time the other half finishes.
and voila. There it is.
All right, what do we got? Varn would pop up out of his chair after being slightly bored for the past 15 minutes.
How rude. Just kidding. Well, you got 2 full halves
All
of the
right.
paper.
Are the words on the front of it, or do you have to open it up to see the word?
Um, you just have to open up your paper.
All right, I'm gonna try it. Would you like to do the honors, Brick? And he kind of shifts the paper towards Brick.
No, go ahead. It's not even it's giving me anxiety. Go ahead.
All right, and he'll carefully flip the page open. What do we have here?
As you open it, oddly you see the words begin to form. Like you saw in bits and parts of it, trying to make it out the first time, but now the words are flowing like magic. It says, "Welcome to the Midnight Gala. You're invited to the collective. We're going to have a ball and an auction. Free food. Please bring your guest and make sure you bring something nice to the Midnight Gala's invitation. Also, make sure you bring a special item for the auction. We can't wait to see you there."
Oh, wait. The collective? This is
Yeah,
an invitation for the collective.
yeah. Varn just looks at him with his eyes wide open. Well, shit.
It doesn't explain how the teeth are associated. Wait, maybe they were trying to sell the teeth.
Maybe you said that they could be worth something, or using it as their way in.
Yes. And the Midnight Gala. Do you have you ever heard of anything like that?
No, I'm not really a ball person.
Has Victor heard anything like that? The Midnight Gala.
No. You think that because you have been into like different invitations of balls and you know different parties and stuff, and there's special invitations, especially from the world you come from. So you would know that this is probably a hush hush kind of deal.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes, this is most likely a reserved private party.
Does it have a
So
location shown, or is it something that we'll have to look into more?
Victor kind of looks around, seeing if there's any.
There's no location, no time, no date. But as you kind of take a look down further, it does say coming soon.
Hmm.
All right. Well, we might want to keep on to this just in case. Question is, may I ask, how did you acquire this? Was it just by chance? Did you, did you sneak it off someone? Not saying that you did. I mean, no judgment if you did.
DM, is it safe to say that I stole this from somebody?
I mean, that's up to you.
Um, I,
Why you asking me?
well, because it was like an item that we started with, and I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's up to
yes,
you.
I stole it from someone.
All right. Do you remember who you stole it off of? Or was it just kind of a quick snatch and grab kind of thing?
It was a snatch and grab. It was very dark. It's where I do my best work, but I honestly don't. I think it was a young lady, maybe, or a smaller frame man.
Interesting. Well,
Can I do a history check to see if I remember anything?
Yes. Yes.
Never mind.
It was dark. It was dark. I mean, like Phalu, people come and go, and you tend to only hit the people who are new and not from really
Right.
Phalu. And nope, it was dark. Maybe later it'll come to you.
Yeah, I have this weirdly placed moral compass that I don't really take anything from the shops in Phalu or anybody that needs, to make a living. So I tend to pick things out of people that stop by, and I know that I probably won't affect their lives much.
fair. But whatever you did, you denied this person entry into whatever party they were going to.
Yeah, they're probably
Which it might
very
have been
angry.
for their own good. Who knows? They were trying to sell vampire teeth. That's interesting. I wonder how they acquired it. Anyways, I would keep it close to your chest. Perhaps in the future, might be able to make use of it.
Right. Well, thank you for your help.
Yes, of course. I just hope. Well, let me just tell you, there's almost like there's probably a few different sects of vampires and things of nature, but there are a sect of vampires that are really bad, and are talking really bad. They're called the Strigoi. I just hope that this teeth did not come from one of those, because if they tie it and think that you did it, that could be a very, very bad problem. That's why I was trying to wonder if you were caught, if you knew who had this.
Right. Is there any way to determine who they belong to? Also,
Yeah,
if you pull
so.
a vampire's teeth, do they die?
Well, thinking about it this way, how are you going to pull a vampire's teeth if they're not dead?
Valid argument.
Yes, it'd be a very difficult task doing it. My guess is probably some sort of torture or something. Because usually, I believe you they turn to ash, don't they? Is that how it is in the lore?
In my lore, yes.
Yes. So most likely, if they were dead, they would be turned to ash and scattered across the winds or whatever. But they would have to be alive to remove the teeth. So my guess is some sort of torture.
I would say for you, Victor, this is for your personal. It's almost basically like a death sentence if somebody has removed vampire teeth. One, the person would have to be strong, and especially in a group, to remove the vampire's teeth. In rare occasions, there are survivors, but um, that is almost like a punishment. Um,
Ah.
Yes, because of the fact it's like in different vampire groups, places, family, whatever. It's like they have their own set of rules. Some of them have it where do not turn anybody without permission, or you did too much bad, so this is what happens.
It's like a
Another
banishment of sorts.
kind of, yeah, yeah. And they will also be like marked. And there's also, well, you also know another punishment is the eternal sleep, which you know, you know.
Yeah, it's like
uh,
through the heart and
mhm,
for centuries until it's removed.
yep. And but yeah, that's what you know.
Well, whoever the poor individual that had their teeth removed, they could have done something very bad. It could have been essentially a punishment, or who knows? There's many different alternatives to what could have happened. But I just say, hold on to it. Who knows when we might find a use for it.
Very well.
Well, there you go. Good. I feel glad that I'm able to assist you today.
Yes, I appreciate it. This is probably something we'll have to share with the rest of the group at some point.
Yes, yes, of course. We'll absolutely do that. But I think for this moment, I'm going to take a little bit of rest. I am quite exhausted. If you need me, do let me know. I'll be in the room.
All right, sounds good. I'm probably going to get ready for dinner.
All right, I'll join you in a bit.
All right, you guys get your rest, clean up. Dinner time is coming. So if you guys want to make your way to get some food, feel free.
I will not be joining for dinner.
Where's Magpie gonna stay?
I'm probably still up on deck.
Okay. Do the rest of you make your way to the dining hall?
Yeah, Minerva does.
Nix would make his way. to the back.
Yes.
Yeah. As you guys make your way, it looks like the tavern again. Nice, comfy atmosphere. Um, you see the halfling and the dwarf woman down in there. They're they seem also, beat up, um, just tired. They're eating, gaining their strength back. You guys go for your table, and as soon as you sit, these platters appear out of nowhere.
I will sit down and immediately dig into any kind of seafood that I see in front of me.
Yep, it's
Minerva
salmon
would.
and rice.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, no,
Minerva
go ahead.
would dig into the food, exhausted from like the amount of magic she used, and just like needing to regain that energy.
Mhm.
Yeah, Warren's still kind of a bit bloodied. Like he's just like fuck it.
Euphemia, you said that you went there too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she did. She also is just like picking what she wants and eating.
Yeah. Um, you don't see Magpie, and you don't see Celeste.
And it's like two of our group decided not to come to dinner.
I don't blame them. It's been rough. I almost decided to just sleep away the night.
I think at this point, Victor would stumble into dinner. Oh, goodness. I almost took a nap and fell asleep.
I think we're all feeling
I'm exhausted.
somewhat the same.
Yep. I was starving.
Yes, I'm starving. Where's me some good stuff? Victor looks around for the good stuff.
The good stuff.
I mean, if you sit down, a plate appears and a goblet appears.
Ah, wonderful. Good. Did I miss any sort of discussion, or did you just get it as well?
More just got here and the mouthful.
So, do we want to have a little discussion about everything that happened back there? You two almost died. Thank goodness you're alive. That's good.
Yeah. He put his fork down, just thinking about it again.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back up.
No, it's all right. I don't think I've ever been that close to feeling unalive.
It's a horrible feeling, feeling helpless. That's why we have to get much more powerful. All of us. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of feeling these people who just walk in and tell us what to do. It annoys me. I'm sure it annoys all of you.
Indeed. How are you feeling, Euphemia?
Fine for the moment. Before we talk about what had happened the in the temple, I want to get this off my chest. It has taken me a couple days to figure out how to say it. And I can't put it off anymore. And she'll look right at Lauren. I don't appreciate being called a hypocrite when I have not done anything warranted to be called a hypocrite. I wanted to bring it up to you because it still bothers me, and I don't wish to keep the tension between because of it.
I understand. I'm sorry if you were offended, but I'm not sorry I said it.
But it's fine that you're not sorry about saying it. But when I know and believe that I have not done anything, it really hurts.
Well, I mean, I did say it as a generalized comment to all of us. I think it's hypocritical, and I'll say it again, for any of us to judge each other when we're not perfect.
And to make it clear, at least for myself, that I've never judged really any one of you, especially not Victor, because I was the first to know about his whole speciality. I never said a word. So I just
Victor
wanted to
will
get that off my chest.
Victor will kind of straighten up his thing, like his tie. Yes, I feel bad that a lot of this has started because of what I did. Honestly, I feel like I've had the worst luck recently. I've had a lot of things come back towards me that I didn't want found out. that I wanted just to be left alone. But it seems it was brought to the forefront. I won't lie, I felt a bit of judgment and things of that nature. But take a look at all of us, at least the ones that are here. We have thieves, we have noble healers, we have monster hunters, we have Dampiers, we have Feywild fairies, people of all sorts of different backgrounds. I've been in an unfortunate position of the things that I do being shown, forthright before I was ready. Honestly, and I feel like there's particular. I was a little petty back in the temple. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't in a very good mood.
Yes, and this is the one thing I want to put into perspective. Say that one day we find a temple to your god, Victor, and there are like valuables strewn about, or like the pearl attached to a statue of her. And you wouldn't be too happy with the talk of trying to take it, would you? And I'm also going to use this as an example. When we were helping that old man, and there was something that was important to Warren, we left it be because he asked.
The problem is, right? I did not know it was a complete temple to the moon goddess, not until later. And before we had even really discovered that it was, there was already judgments about it. Two large pearls of great wealth on a statue. Looking back at it, it's easy to say, oh, I should not mess with that. But in the current beginning, the circumstance we're all trying to figure out, it's like, oh, right, sure. I was trying to point out how, okay, we found a mace in one chest. We found another thing that we were taking from the temple. That we were sent there to take these things, right? So, without all the information, it's very hard to discern what to do and what not to do.
I just want to make sure that is, you just think a little bit more before doing something. Like,
I think all the
even
time,
back on the
Euphemia.
island.
I think all the time, Euphemia. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Even when I thought I was alone on the island, no one said this is a island where a monkey is going to come back from the dead, that it's against the law, or it's going to curse you for killing an animal. No one told me that.
From what I have noticed of our time being together, Victor, yes, you think, but you're also quick to assume.
What do you mean?
Like when you outed yourself to everybody on the ship.
I was.
You quickly assumed that things were going to go badly, and you outed yourself.
Well, in one ear, I have Magpie telling me other things. I have everybody standing there judging me. I have a monkey accusing me of something. I have the captain looking at me all strange. Like, would you not feel like you were really put on the spot if that was you in that situation?
But I would have told the truth and not tried to continue to lie.
Yes, but what if I did not want to let people know that I do blood sacrifices for my goddess? That's not
Then
something
that
that you
is
just.
something that you do for your god.
Yes.
Other people do sacrifices of their own for their gods.
Yes, of course, but it can be very taboo. What if I do? So, what am I? I came clean eventually, but I did not want everyone to know. So, of course, I was going to lie. I just.
I don't really think anybody did anything wrong. I think it's a matter of perspective and different lifestyles.
but I got the punishment for it.
I mean, every action has a reaction, right? We just have to deal with it.
Yes, it's not like I wanted it to come down on you for killing a monkey. Goodness.
I just think my whole thing is if it was Minerva's goddess temple, then it should be Minerva's opinion. Nobody else really matters.
I'm totally for like. I mean, once we realized it was a temple to her goddess, and that was what we were focusing on. Sure, we had no idea going into it that's what it was. All I saw was a lot of money sitting right there.
Minerva's just like looking between them as they talk, just eating. You know, you'd think that she was like ladylike, but she's really not. Stuffing her face.
She just hears her name going across the table.
And then Nyx is just sitting there tearing into meat like a wild animal.
I don't know. Like,
But
I think there's
is
going to come a
Mom-
time when someone else does something and they're going to be put on the spot.
But am I being hurt? At least that's all I want to know. And this is
Yeah.
when you see you family are just kind of very worn out at this point.
No. I hear you. I hear you. You're perfectly fine. I'll try to rein in more of my whatever it is that I'm doing, even though I don't feel like it's necessarily wrong. It just is somebody always has to is the arbiter of morality. You know, it's like, all right, I'm the arbiter of morality. That's 3. Whatever you do, you know, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's all a matter of perspective, really.
Yes. I'm just saying it would help if we ever get into those situations if we didn't have nasty comments coming to one another, putting people in terribly on the spot. Me, I'm like, I don't like you being backed into a corner. I hate it. I like having control of things, or at least knowing the rules to the game. Right? I'm very thorough when it comes to the rules of the game. But there have been no rules at all. It's been so up in the air. And then it feels like people are taking jabs at me when they're thinking, oh, it should be obvious, but in reality, I don't think it's been very obvious at all. I think it's been very difficult to know all these various rules that you just supposedly have to know them.
I mean, let's think about it this way. Euphemia, is it obvious that you should not charm people to have your way? But sometimes you have to.
Do it.
Is it obvious that I shouldn't, you know, acquire things? Probably.
Yes.
But sometimes I have to. Whether for good or for bad, it doesn't really matter because it's my life, not yours.
And I understand that the thing that is bothering me is that I am automatically being judged for being judgmental when I have not done anything of the sort.
I think it's just important to remember that your life, your experience, and the way you see things doesn't automatically correlate to everyone else's. That's it.
But regardless, I will try to be even more so, I don't know, accepting of the group's philosophy or whatever it is.
And am I the only one that thinks that having an undead monkey would have been kind of cool?
It would have been, but who knows what else. It shit all over my room.
True.
But we could have trained it. We could have had an extra fighter.
True.
It would never have listened to a thing I said.
But it was your
I
room.
don't think it would have. That thing was spiteful.
It was mad. It
wanted
was
to
angry.
yeah, it wanted to ruin his life.
It really did.
I mean, oh wait, what? Instant whisper swirling around the
DM
room.
bleed. Anyway, I mean, Listen, we haven't been around each other for that long. I've been on my own for a lot longer than I've been with you guys. And I'm sure that that's going to lead to some problems. As he says that, he takes like a piece of food from Minerva's plate. Just to kind of like jokingly, but to prove a point.
She just squints at it, takes another bite.
All I'm saying is, when things do happen, and they will happen, and eventually I won't be the target of it, it'll be somebody else. Just know that I will try to treat you with dignity and respect, and not, I don't know, not make you feel bad about it. Honestly, even if I completely disagree with what you're doing, I will. I don't know. I believe every person has their own agency.
I'll agree with that. Even if we have a difference of opinions, then that's all it should be, a difference of opinions. And I'm not trying to dismiss how you feel or anything that you've said. And I hope that you know that.
I don't know if I'm just not saying it right or what.
During this time, you start to feel the ship kind of tilting. You just hear a voice over. Don't mind the ship, or heading to the surface.
It's just when it came to the stuff with the island and the monkey, and you all understand that I can see and I'm more sensitive to that side. There are things that, yes, you all cannot see, that I can see. I don't want it to get worse or hurt any of you. That's when she just kind of let out another sigh.
No, I get you're coming at it from a perspective of care. You don't want it to get worse. You don't want us to get hurt or bring things back to the group accidentally. And I completely agree. That's why I'm going to adjust my behavior on some things.
And it goes for everyone, not just you, Victor.
But honestly, who has been the cause of all of it has been me. I'm not blind to it. It's just I'm not typically a person to ask for permission to do things. Never have
and
been.
that's why I was trying to tell you that it's okay to ask.
But I don't like to ask.
But if you have questions, you have to ask.
Yes, but
say if like you can't see anything, or there's, even if you're getting a feeling in the pit of your stomach, ask and say, hey, do you see anything like towards me or anything? Just saying something.
But how do you ask a question that you know not needs to be asked?
yes, if I want to keep something to myself, right? That's taboo potentially. Like I want to go murder a monkey and use its blood to sacrifice, so potentially I can hear from my goddess. Like, is that an upfront question that I should ask, or maybe I should ask, how do you feel about us killing wildlife in the area? I suppose.
I think that's when your family would just like look down and just be like, never mind.
Or no, it's a genuine question. I don't know how am I supposed to do it. Like, I just worry I'm going to screw up again, and it's going to be another. Oh, Victor did this again because he did something bad. Now, I'm trying to prevent that. So legitimately, it's why I said I don't know the rules to the game. Right? Are they going to change everywhere we go? I'm not used to asking for permission to do what it is I do.
I'm not saying to ask for permission.
I know, but how would I go about the monkey thing? Honestly, it's not even worth it. I understand what you're saying. I'll adjust accordingly.
Actually, to circle back, and I don't mean to interrupt. Your goddess. Can your answers about your father at all? Can you get no?
I will confess, the first time that I ever heard anything from my goddess was on that island.
Oh,
You know, my family are devout followers.
interesting. I wonder if it's because of the island itself.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't know if a blood sacrifice would work or not. But I wanted to try something extreme potentially to maybe get her attention.
Hmm.
I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm the most religious man, but I do have respect for the gods and goddesses. However, they receive their power, you know, they're very powerful beings, and very powerful beings deserve respect.
Right.
But what was you saying? You were saying, should I ask about my father?
I was just wondering if they would have any knowledge.
Yeah, well, potentially I'll pray about it later. I'm not sure if I'll hear anything, but I may.
Not much of a prayer, so I don't really know how any of that works.
Yes, I'm very new to prayer myself, honestly. That's why I made such a darndest mistake killing that monkey. But regardless, I suppose I will ask.
Are you concerned, or do you think she was just trying to mess with your head?
No, I think I'm actually quite concerned. I have no idea what she meant. I don't know if she's been spying, if she used some sort of spell to see into my mind, which is potentially impossible, or if something legitimately happened. I think it's weird. Why is she claiming herself to be the elemental queen?
Same reason that you like to tell everyone you're a lord.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Demands respect, I guess.
I suppose. But it's the complete opposite of what I remember the stories, at least some of them. It's the complete opposite of what the elemental queen stood for, if I remember. She was supposedly nice in the stories. So why would you take on the persona of being nice? But potentially, maybe that was the ruse to get us to hand over the item to her. That's probably what it was, honestly. Come in, pretend like you're some nice, believing, almost goddess, if you wanted to be, and then we hand over the relic or whatever, and then she does whatever she does. But since we were very stubborn about it, I don't know. Also, how is Celeste, by the way?
Yeah, I was wondering. Has anyone seen her?
Minerva looks over to Euphemia.
She's fine. Probably still shaken. But since she didn't come to dinner, she's more likely resting.
Yeah, I think we could probably all use a good rest.
Minerva leans back in her chair, her plate cleared.
Yep. I am exhausted.
From eating, or?
I used so much magic today.
I'm joking.
You and me both. I've spent maybe half of my power attempting to get you guys out of that damn glass room, and then top it off with a fight with the whatever the hell that was back there.
Yeah, I appreciate that, by the way. Warren grabs a mug in front of him, but makes sure that there's no blood in it. And like kind of raises it up to cheers to Victor.
Cheers, cheers.
Minerva raises her mug of mead.
Euphemia softly raises her glass.
You know what? We need to come up with some sort of name for our group.
The dysfunctionals.
Start thinking about it. How about the evil monkeys?
Do you really want to name us after
No.
that thing?
No.
No,
Vern would have almost spit out his drink when he said that.
no.
That almost got
We're in
me.
it for the long haul. So we need to start thinking about it, certainly. As soon as we get off this ship, you know, we're going to be adventurers for hire, I'm sure.
But I feel like with that conversation, everybody needs to be here.
Very true, very true. But start thinking about it. Maybe we can pitch it in the future.
Does anyone even know what Magpie is?
Last I saw her, she was on the top deck.
Do you want to all go surprise her and make her feel welcome?
Yeah.
Before bed, we'll just surround her and bring her treats.
I think she would hate that.
She probably would.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a very good idea.
I think we should do it anyway.
Let's do it. Warren backs up on his chair.
Minerva just sighs.
Euphemia sighs with Minerva.
Overwhelm her with compassion and desserts.
If she smacks the two of you, that's on you.
As
Yeah,
soon as
Alright.
you said
just,
desserts, in the middle
I'll
of the
stand back and
table,
watch.
a plate of desserts appears.
Ah, wonderful. Alright, let's go.
Varn will pick him up and kind of whisper himself, let's keep these away from Minerva.
Hey, she
Rude.
didn't eat everything on the table. She just ate everything on her plate.
My comment stands. Let's go.
Did you eat a bunch of sweets or something? Did I miss something?
Okay, Nyx, the whole time Nyx is still just sitting there chowing down, still covered in blood and acid burns.
Let's go, Nyx.
After eating.
Oh my God.
All right, so you guys make your way out above deck. By the time you reach above deck, you see the clouds in the sky and the fresh breeze, the ocean waters. You see them. Magpie, where are you at?
I am probably up near the bow of the ship, just looking over the edge.
Mhm.
A little saddened now that we're above water and you can't see all the fish and whatnot, and it's just kind of all the same again.
I would say that you are alone I mean, I would say Glenn went down to get some food. So did the boy. Meg, she's still steering the ship. But yeah, you're alone. As you guys walk up, you see Magpie.
So we walk up. I am holding the tray of treats and a couple of drinks. Magpie.
She'll look up and seeing the gaggle of you all with drinks and food, and it's like, oh dear Lord, please do not tell me this is an intervention or something.
Happy birthday. I mean, hi.
Irva's
Sorry.
just standing
Oh.
back like 10
I
feet
don't
away watching.
drink very often, and it's just getting to me.
You're already drunk?
Maybe.
What did you drink?
What is all of this?
We are here to celebrate the fact that we're alive.
Say that one more time?
We're here to celebrate the fact that we're alive, because some of us almost did not make it.
That's fair.
Twice.
So here you go. And he looks at the mug. Oh, I drank that one. Here you go.
Sure. I'm. Can I have like an insight check to figure out what they're all doing?
We're just being awkward.
Sure. I mean, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. This is weird.
We had no idea what dessert you liked, so we brought the entire dessert menu.
Yeah. I mean, you insight check them. I mean, they look genuine. They give you desserts and drinks. Yeah.
I think if we're going to have a big
Thank you.
if we're gonna have a big group like the outing out here, I'm gonna get us a little bit more to drink. And that's when Femi will quickly go back into the dining hall, like kind of bring up a couple bottles and then come back.
Yeah, tell Glenn he's not invited.
Sweet.
To who he's not invited?
Tell Glenn he's not invited.
Wait, why?
No, tell Glenn he is invited.
Why not invite Glenn, right?
Who is Glenn? I thought his name was Gale.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's Gail. Tell Gail he's not invited. Thanks, Victor.
Magpie's going to take the mug that was offered and try to down it. I am feeling this.
We have to come up with a name for our team, Magpie.
Why do we need a name?
Why do we need a name?
We need one because honestly, it's the reputation behind whatever it is that we do when we adventure.
Because there's many parties that have special names, like Vox Machina, the Tales of Vox Machina.
Oh, plus it's easier to put on a sign or a letter or a
Exactly.
reward.
Yes, a card when you're trying to get employed by someone.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like the dysfunctionals.
Dysfunctionals.
I think we can figure out something a little bit better than that.
I don't think that would inspire quite confidence if people think that we're dysfunctional. If it's something that we're while we're doing what we're doing.
My idea was the evil monkeys, but we could change it to the sea monkeys.
Why do you want to be reminded of the monkey that
why
smeared
didn't-
Also,
shit all
it is
over your wall?
it is the monkey that has brought us together.
Oh, I got it.
It
The
is
monkey's paw.
not.
It's
The
the
what?
monkey's fault.
The monkey's paw.
Oh, the monkey's paw.
Oh dear.
Oh, goodness.
Because we're a lucky bunch.
I'm not trying like that. I don't mind. I've heard stories about monkeys' paws, and they don't really quite turn out the way you want them to.
Well, I'm terrible at coming up with names, so this is on you guys.
And that's why we're drinking and thinking of names.
As I was starting to say, what brought us together was fate. Our strands of fate were being
Oh.
played with by somebody, bringing us together.
Fate avoiders. We avoid it like the
Oh.
plague.
And well, that's more
Well-
like you, Victor.
Hold on. How about we go with
Like halfway through that, Nyx would just like become small.
We could call ourselves the Red Threads.
That's not bad.
The red
That's also-
threads.
I was also thinking Fate Weavers.
Ooh, that's not bad either.
Hmm. I might be biased, but I like the mention of red.
Gee, I wonder why.
I like it as well. That's not bad.
I mean, as the three people that is, well, one's literally all red, and then there's two other people that wear red.
Hey, I'm maroon.
Alright, now listen here, lady. Just because I have red hair does not mean nothing.
So what was it? The red threads, like the threads of fate.
Fate Weavers.
But like, I like it's like so the red threads.
The
is
Faithful
also
Eight?
Playing on. Ooh, all right.
Oh.
Are there 8 of us?
I don't know. People come and go.
Well, there's 7. There's 7 of us. It'd be kind
There's
of
12
funny.
of us, technically.
No, I'm talking about of us. Of us group, not of the dream.
Oh my god.
Heaven
It'd be
7.
funny.
Wait, there's 12 of us. Is that what you said?
Technically.
Then we
Oh,
would be the
from the
dirty
dream.
dozen.
The baker's dozen. No, that's 13.
You know what's funny is I actually thought Dirty does.
The dirty dozen.
I like the
say it.
dirty dozen.
Well,
Yes, the dirty dozen.
out of character, I was thinking, oh, if it was the Fateful 8, it's like the Mighty 9, because there's not 9 of them.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, according to Nyx, he doesn't fucking know how many there is.
At this point in time, Nyx would start counting his tiny fingers.
I mean, all these numbers, there's like 27 of us here.
Yep.
I think you need to learn how to count.
I can count just fine, thank you.
You can only count up to
There's
4.
not 27 people on this ship, let alone within this group.
There really isn't 27 people on the ship.
Clearly, there are 27 of us.
Then you're drunk. I think you need to stop drinking.
I think you need to drink more.
Warren would nod approvingly.
Ophelia's just laughing as she's taking a sip of her drink.
Magpie will down the rest of whatever is in her glass. Whatever. Who was it? Warren who gave it to her?
Yeah, it was Voren.
Whatever it was he gave her, it is now an empty glass.
Well, to the faithful dozen. Well, that's not what we decided.
No. I mean, Fateful 8, I still think it's funny because there's only 7 of us.
Oh, and if we like make a
Oh,
logo
there's
out of
someone
it,
on
it can be the
stream
8 in the fate. Ah, it's just meant to be.
Is that what we're going with? Is the Fateful 8?
The fateful 8.
The hateful 8.
Fateful 8.
Hey, hey,
I don't
hey,
think all of
man.
us are hateful.
Definitely not hateful.
At this point, the ship stops, and Meg starts to go down the stairs. Okay, if you are all drunk, make sure you don't go over. I'm going to eat and sleep. Yeah.
Quick,
Bye, Meg.
what name would you
Enjoy
give us?
your food.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Ask her.
What?
What name would you give us if you had to pick?
The Laughing Bunch.
I don't like that one.
Where's your other companion?
We have another companion. We haven't found them yet. Well, you mean
Celestia.
Victor's actually a little drunk right now.
Victor, you drunk too now?
I might have overindulged this tad.
All right. Well, I'm going to eat.
Bye.
And she leaves the.
Such a party pooper.
Yeah. Fucking
She's in
Gale.
for us to go take a swim, right?
No, she did not. Sit down.
I mean, the ship's not moving.
Man, Dad
yes.
could easily just pull us out.
No, 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 no. Everybody is staying on the deck or below the deck, not in the water.
The water is technically below the deck.
Below the deck inside the ship, not below the deck as in the water.
You guys are killing me.
Is it more whatever this was? I think I need more. I can't take this ship.
And Euphemia will open the one of the bottles that she brought up and pour more for Magpie.
Wonderful.
So this is why you all drink so much.
What do you mean by you all? What is that supposed to mean?
I seem quite species.
I didn't quite catch that.
I don't know what the little one said.
I have no idea either.
Potato.
No, somebody said something and
Oh my goodness. I have the perfect name. Victor has his wine glass. He's kind of shaking a little bit, kind of like off balance. What about blood and wine? Mm.
We all stay silent.
What? You don't like it?
No, we'll go back to the drawing board on that one.
I like it because
it's
I kind of
perfect.
match both of those colors.
oh dear Lord. And she's gonna start downing the drink.
Don't forget
And
the
then
dessert, Magpie.
kinda
There's a
hold her
dessert
stomach.
right there.
I don't think it's a good idea to drink when you don't have anything in your
Yeah.
stomach.
Magpie, you really need to pace yourself, or else you're going to make yourself sick.
I need you all to roll me Constitution saving.
Oh no.
Shit.
Let's fucking go.
I'm great at
Minerva,
those.
you.
I'm great at
Oh,
those.
good lord.
Thank
Good
you.
lord.
The old natural one.
Oh,
Oh no, I rolled a 2
no.
right there.
You're all drunk. 5s, the 7s, the 3s, man. You're seeing a lot of numbers right now with you guys.
Nix can hold his
What about
alcohol.
Nix and I? We rolled, or for me, rolled above a 10 too, but.
Yeah, I would say 16. You can hold your own, but you're still, you're drunk. 15 and 14. I would say because Magpie, you didn't down it like fast. You're seeing doubles. Euphemia, you're relaxed. You see doubles.
I'm feeling kind of warm and fuzzy and buzzed.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Is it-
that's it.
Bad
Bad idea.
You really need to pace yourself. Don't chug it all in one go. I don't think this is that type of liquor.
You would see Vorin right now,
I
like,
just wanna
trying
make
not to
it so
vomit.
that it all makes sense.
Chug, 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 chug.
No, I'm done. That doesn't good to do on an empty stomach.
Oh, it's probably gonna be drinking in that ball, Victor. We can
Oh,
go to the
yes.
ball.
Can you
What ball?
imagine when we get to the ball?
What ball?
Oh, we forgot to tell them.
Oh
Y'all
yes,
got balls?
Lord Brick has been invited to a ball.
Now, the person that you stole it from was
No.
invited to the ball.
Yes,
Not you, but we can pretend that it was you.
yes, you'll give me the Lord classes.
Where?
There
What did-
ain't no
what-
way in the seven hells that you are going to get me dressed up to go to some.
Oh,
You're going
come
to
on,
have to wear a dress,
Sorry.
Magpie.
And here's
Come
the
on.
thing. It's a ball
I'm
for the
understanding.
collective. The collective.
The
is having a
collective ball.
Yes.
So the collective enjoys balls.
Yes.
Yes.
And Rick and Victor enjoy going to balls.
Oh, it's an auction.
It's an auction. That's what it is. It's an auction.
They're auctioning off balls?
Yes. No, the ball is an auction, and the auction is a ball.
And y'all want to go buy balls. Got it.
Remember? Wait, did I tell them about the paper? Do they know about the paper?
What paper?
Oh no, you didn't tell them about the paper.
Okay, all right. Let's start over from the beginning. As a young boy, I was left in the streets. Okay, maybe not that far in the beginning. I found this little pouch. Warren would like feel around for on his body for the pouch, but he doesn't have it on him. Anyway, I found this pouch. I found it on somebody else's body. And it had a ripped up invitation to an event, which Victor and I just found out. It's an collective auction ball thing.
It's called the Midnight Gala, if I recall.
Yes, the Midnight Gala.
Yes, the Midnight Gala.
The midnight garlic bread.
And then inside said pouch as well, there were and he would like hold up his two index fingers. There were fangs.
They look like these right here.
Oh yes, those are better. They look just like that, except maybe older. Yours are very clean.
I do
So
take
there
care
was-
of them.
Look,
There's
The collective.
vampire teeth.
What was that?
I said there was vampire teeth.
Yes, in the pouch. We think that, the invitation said, bring something special for the auction. So we think that that was their way of getting in, I guess. They were going to sell the teeth.
Well, if we ever go to, or at least close to where I live, my family does have some things.
You have teeth?
No, not teeth specifically. Different knickknacks and some things are petrified from creatures.
Oh, like special things to auction.
Yes.
Hmm.
So there's not just the teeth, and she kind of does the same thing with the index fingers, pointing down.
Yeah, but we don't have any more details as to when this is happening, but my thought is that maybe they were trying to get the egg to this auction.
We're going to buy
okay, so that does
balls.
answer the question I was asking. Are you sure that they weren't trying to bring the vampire to the auction?
Well, I mean, I didn't even
Yeah.
know Victor was a thing or a
No,
person.
I don't think so. Answer to that question. Because, one, it took to teeth, and it's very hard to get vampire teeth, as you can imagine. And
Yeah.
two,
Yes.
I don't selling a vampire would be very, very bad business for whoever was selling it. I'll tell you the honest truth about it. It'd be very bad for them. Selling the teeth, sure, but selling a vampire, that would be.
You're trying to kidnap Celeste.
Yes,
They'd
How
have
do
to
you
be
know
a
they wouldn't
very,
auction off people?
they'd have to
That's
be a very
true.
special vampire to take something like that to the collective.
They must have done something really, really bad if that was the case, because
That too.
punishment to have your teeth removed and then sold from your own clan would be, ooh, that'd be horrible.
Not necessarily.
I think one of I think like my grandfather might have done something like that years ago.
Sold a vampire?
No, not soul vampire, but pulled vampire teeth.
That's very, yes. You'd have to restrain them, stake them most likely, and then pull them out.
Mhm.
You two have a very complex relationship.
Who?
Eh?
He points at Victor and Euphemia.
What do
Honestly,
you mean?
I no, it's not like I like every other vampire. In fact, there's some that I despise, some that everyone should fear. But yes, I don't even want to speak the name of those individuals, but they are horrible. They don't care about anything. They kill pretty much anything they see, even other vampires.
Hmm.
I, I think at this point, Victor's like he'll spill the beans on a little bit of something else. When I was younger, I saw one of these vampires. And he like kind of boasts a little bit, but is kind of scared at the same time. He gave me DM.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it cause pain for Victor?
Yes.
Like headaches?
Yep. It's like headache or stomachache.
Yes,
And you had
whenever
it twice in your lifetime.
yes. And it was like the worst fear I've ever had in my life. These are bad news. And whenever they're around I get these headaches or stomach aches or things of that nature. Very dangerous. But I don't think about those anymore. Seen it when I was much younger. But back to my point, I don't like all of them. No, honestly, if unless it's something like my family or people that I know I'm doing business with, if they're weak enough to get their teeth taken out, they don't deserve to be called a vampire, now do they?
I don't.
All I know is that if I had something dangerous in my possession, like a captured vampire, first thing I would want to do is make sure that it doesn't attack me. Best way to do that with the vampire, after seeing you in action, Victor, would be to remove the teeth.
It starts to
I'm just
rain.
saying.
Save the sweets. It's starting to rain.
Oh,
Look, you made the
you probably get below deck.
sky cry, Victor.
I did.
Oh, that's rude.
Maybe we think about the names a little bit and then we'll come back to it.
Yep, sure.
But I think I'm going to go sleep.
That sounds like a great idea.
Doesn't sound like a good idea. My mother doesn't like me right now. It's a bad idea.
All right. Vorn would struggle to get back to his room.
Minerva's stumbling a little bit,
Yeah.
but she's
You
got like
found
a
this.
giddy smile on her face. Like she's doing great.
Euphemia kind of picks up some of the sweets from the tray, trying to save some of them. And she's like wobbling a little bit, but also kind of snacking at the same time as she's going back down below.
Drunk snacking, nice.
It's helpful to have a tail that can just kind of push you back up if you go.
As you guys stumble, struggle, trying to walk back into your rooms, your bed awaits all of you as you begin to sleep and hear the rain outside. We're going to go a little bit back.
Before you do that,
Hmm.
Magpie wouldn't actually go to her room first. She would go and knock on Celestine's door to see if she's okay.
You knock on her door. Um, one second. And she opens. Just a crack. Hey, hi.
Just wanted to make sure you okay. The others said that you didn't show up to dinner, so
And
not
yeah,
typical.
um, yeah, just my throat hurts. You notice that her eyes are red. Um, I just I've been having some hot tea, so
Glad you're okay.
thank you. I I heard that you were helping me.
You would have done the same.
She nods.
You're gonna let that bitch take you either.
What was the last bit?
I wasn't gonna let that bitch take you either.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that. Um, she kind of
It's not.
yeah, she kind of breathes, and and exhales. Yeah. Um, get some rest.
They're trying to think of a name for us all. They'll probably ask you at breakfast. Just
She
thought I'd
nods.
give you a heads up.
Thank you for telling
And then she'll kind of lean against the walls that her cabin is on and kind of like use it to balance herself as she walks back down.
me. Yeah, you hear the door close softly as you enter your room, and your bed awaits you.
She doesn't have a bed, so she'll find a place to sleep in there.
So before the night, Celeste rubs her neck. She looks in the mirror. She looks over to the sack and her stomach growls. She grabs the egg and begins to walk down the hallway up towards the deck. And she hears laughing. Then she hears happy birthday. She hears the conversation and she just stays there and listens. She looks down, sad. She continues to hear the conversation, just holds the egg closer to her. Eventually, she hears somebody coming down the stairs and just like a reflex, grabs into her pocket and opens up a bottle and she disappears. She hears Meg talking to the group and eventually going down to eat. She lingers more, listening to the conversation. Her eyes begin to water, and the spell that made her invisible fades away. Eventually, she leaves and goes back down the hallway into her room. She looks at the egg and she removes the sack around it. seeing the beautiful amethyst crystal. She rubs her neck again, and she wipes the tears. Maybe I should leave. Maybe after this, I should leave. I feel like I put them in danger, and I don't want that to. What do you think? Nate just sits there. I can leave now. I think I still have. She goes to her bag of holding and rummages, trying to think of the item. Nothing comes to her. Shit. No, I'll finish this through. When we get back to Feilu, I'll tell him goodbye. And you and I will reach that mountain. At that point, she hears a knock. She freezes in place. One moment. She wipes the tears away. She opens the door and sees Magpie. They have the conversation, and she closes the door. She breathes deeply. I don't know what to do anymore. And she goes to sleep. And we'll end it there. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight's game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fucking
Was fun.
cliffhanger right there.
Right? She better not leave. What the fuck?
Gotta look at her point of view.
Oh boy.
So we will return next Sunday. We'll see what happens.
Drunken cuddle puddle. That's what's gonna fucking happen.
Everybody hungover.
Everybody's hungover. See you guys. But well-deserved hangovers. Can't wait to see what morning brings. All right. We will come back next Sunday and we'll see what happens in the morning.
Oops, we get the long rest.
Yep. Everybody gets a long rest, everybody heals up and regains their spells.
Yay!
No longer.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for hanging out. We will see you all next Sunday at 6:30 EST. It was a fun one tonight.